Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm having my morning coffee. Okay, disclaimer, I am still a little bit sick. I have been sick for the last 7 days now, since last Tuesday. I just kind of partied a little too hard and I just caught a cold. That's pretty much how I caught it. That's pretty much it. So if I sound a little nasally, a little bit congested in this area, that is why. Nothing I can do about it. I've been, drinking a lot of fluids to get the process of getting better on the go, but you guys know with colds, they just have to take its course. So for today, I'm going to tell you guys about my monthly favorites for the month of June. I have quite a few things, so I'm just gonna dive right in there and I'm just gonna get on with it. You guys know these are the products that I, used over and over. June was a very hectic month for me. I had a lot of events to go to, weddings, pre-wedding events. My boyfriend's brother got married in June, so we had all of his festivities to go to. My cousin's getting married in September, and I'm part of her bridal party, so we had a couple of festivities to go to, for that wedding. So, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. So I have been using hardcore makeup for these festivities because, let's face it, I do not leave the house to an event without a beat face, right? So, it's been a good month of testing out products and using products that I maybe haven't used in a long time. So June was the month that I swapped out palettes often because of all the different events I had, which was fine because usually my promise to myself was I was going to use one palette per month to kind of give it the love it deserves. But I swapped out very regularly and I gave a lot of love to different palettes this month. So with that said, I'm going to start off with the palettes. I did use the Loreal Unzipped palette for the wedding looks I did on myself. This is it's just a rose gold palette. That's what it is. It's a rose gold palette. I think I like this better than the Naked 3, to be totally honest. Some people might disagree. Personally, for me, the shadows are just more buttery and creamier in this palette than the Naked 3 by Urban Decay. Urban Decay's Naked 3, I find, is more chunkier shadow. Like, the glitter shadows are more chunkier. This is more softer, like, just more creamier, easier to blend, they're just so buttery. That kind of formula, this kind of formula is just easier for me to use on a better regular basis opposed to the Naked 3 by Urban Decay. And I'm actually considering on giving away my Naked 3 palette because I just don't use it. I like the Loreal Unzipped better. So these are the shadows from Loreal Unzipped. They're just beautiful colors. There's a few matte shades in here for transitional purposes. The majority of them are shimmery, which I don't mind because the matte shadows, there's 3, I think. Yeah, there's 3 matte shadows, and they're beautiful. They're perfect for blending, and I just think that they do such a good job with the looks that I like to do for rose gold looks. This palette is like, it's a well-used palette. If you guys can tell, it's a well-used palette. I've dipped into it quite a few times. I just love this palette. I want to get the gold one by Loreal, but I haven't had a chance to pick it up. Loreal is not sold in Canada, so it's hard for me to get Loreal products here. Before Loreal left Canada, because it used to be sold in Sephora, before they, took them out of Sephora, that's when I picked this up. So I do love it. It was great for the wedding looks I was doing. And I really, really loved how these shadows really worked. Another palette I was using for specifically other people's makeup. I did my boyfriend's mother's makeup as well. She really just wanted a deep smoky eye for the evening, so I just pulled out my basic Urban Decay Basics palette. This has got all the basic shades you need for a smoky eye, so this is what I used on her. These shadows are, again, pigmented, they're creamy. There's 5 mattes and 1 shimmer. One shimmer is right here. So the rest are all matte. I love that it's so basic because sometimes you just don't want to do a fancy look. You just kind of want to deepen up your crease a little bit and kind of go. And this was great for that. And the black in here is called Crave. And this is like a really deep black, dark jet black shadow. So that one was good too for the smoky eye I did on her. So, and it's so compact and easy to travel with. You can fit it in the palm of your hand. So that is what I used on her, and you know, the look turned out fabulous. Now, in conjunction with those two particular palettes, I bit the bullet and made the purchase of the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow shadows. This is a liquid eyeshadow. So this one is in Rose Gold Retro. I also have Kitten Karma. I haven't used Kitten Karma in June, but Rose Gold Retro I did use. And you guys, like, I use it on my boyfriend's mother, and I use it on myself. I have no words. Here, let me do this on camera so you guys can see. Do you see that? Oh my god. Like, wow. Just wow. This is a beautiful lid topper for fancy occasions. I use it on myself as well. It really made my eye look pop. I got so many compliments using this. It was just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful product to use. Honestly, when the light shines on it, it just looks so much more metallic. I'll show you right now. Can you guys see that? Look how metallic that looks. Like, that's pretty trippy, eh? Now I'm using my flashlight on my cell phone. So this is beautiful. It does take a little bit to dry, so I would keep your eyes shut to let it dry before you start like opening and closing your eyelid. But it's just so beautiful. Again, for special occasions, you guys, I was blown away. I was more blown away than anything. So I was really impressed with that. And then sticking with the rose gold theme, I also painted my nails with the Formula X Huda Beauty collaboration, and this is in Baruch Babe. I believe this is discontinued because now Formula X is no longer sold at Sephora, but I think it is my top favorite rose gold nail polish I've ever found. If you guys haven't seen a swatch of this, check out my Instagram. I will post it on there. This is such a beautiful color. If you guys could still try and get your hands on it, I'd say try to. But, like, when this is done, I'm going to be so sad because this is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. Loved it for special. I usually wear this for special occasions, like weddings and more so in the summertime, because when the light shines on your nails, it just makes your nails look that much more better. So I have to say this is a great one. I know it's limited edition. I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm just being honest with what I was actually really, loving and wearing for the month of June. Now, with that said, a couple of, things in regards to lips. So, I usually keep my lips nude, and I have tons and tons of nude favorites. And if I were to include them in this video, you guys, this video would be like 45 minutes to an hour long. But the one that really was my showstopper for the month of June was the Sephora cream lip stain in the shade Strawberry Kiss. This one I wore during the day to the church, and everybody just loved it. It's so pigmented. It's so comfortable to wear on the lips. I really do love this formula, and I really want to get a few more of the nude versions of this because this is such a nice formula. So this is Strawberry Kiss. It's kind of a mix between a red and a pink, kind of in between, like a red and a fuchsia pink kind of thing. So pretty, such a nice shade for summertime. It went so well with my outfit. I really did love this color. It was just beautiful, and it did not smudge. It dried down. It stayed on, and it didn't, crackle like a lot of different companies' red shades can do. So that was a good one. A couple of lip liners. The lip liners I actually discovered are a Canadian brand, and they're by Annabelle. They're the Big Show Gel lip liners. These are no bleeding, last up to 7 hours. They're hypoallergenic. I have two shades. This one's in Meet Rosy and Nude Attitude. So Meet Rosy, let's see if I can. Meet Rosy is just kind of like a nudie pink. And it's a comfortable formula. I've used them throughout the day. I don't know if they last up to 7 hours, to be totally honest. I think they last quite a few hours, but I don't think up to 7 based on my experience. And here is Nude Attitude. This one is a little bit more on the nude, like true nude side, but that's what that looks like. they're just like, they're creamy. They are a gel based formula, but they're creamy. They're easy to apply. I find that it's a great base, and they don't dry out your lips. These do not dry my lips whatsoever, and I think they're just great for quick on the go trying to put your look together. You don't have to, like, there's no tugging involved. It glides really nicely on your lips. Sometimes my lips can be a little bit dry, and these, you know, don't interfere in the, like, don't make it look worse. They kind of actually hide the fact that my lips are a bit drier just because they are a more hydrating formula. So these were, you know, in my bag all month long, and I use them immensely. I think I sharpened them a couple of times. They sharpen quite nicely as well, so you don't have to worry about, you know, a bad sharpen. Sometimes when pencils need to be sharpened, they just, depending on the type of wood that they're made in, sometimes the sharpen just does not work well. But anyways, so I have a face powder that I have surprisingly been loving. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Press Powder. This is in the shade Natural Buff. If you guys don't know, Wet n Wild puts a film over all of their powdered products to prevent them from cracking through shipping. So when you do get a powdered product, just kind of go over the top layer, scrape the top layer off, in order to kind of get to the true product, because once you get to the true product, it's just beautiful. This powder is so gorgeous. It just airbrushes your skin. It is a bit light for me, but I like to use it to set my face or my under eyes, because I go in with bronzer anyways. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm still bronzing up my face, but I just found that this is such an affordable, it's just an affordable powder that it just makes your face look flawless. You know, ever since I started using this, I've been getting compliments on how flawless my face looks. Obviously in conjunction with, you know, the different foundations I'm using, but, you know, the powder you use definitely makes a difference. And because it's very lightweight, it doesn't give me a cakey look to my makeup. I'm actually wearing it today as well. The only downfall I wish came with a mirror, and I also wish that they would expand the shade range, because this shade range was really hard to, it was really hard to kind of pick, because they were quite fair, fairer colors opposed to medium to dark skin colors. So while I think you just have to expand your shade range a bit, but it is a great powder. If you're looking to set your face or under eyes, this is a great one to use. Also, I have been highlighting it up, you guys, you know, with the type of events that go on. I like to really amp up my highlighter. This one I actually use during the daytime, and it's the Becca Light Chaser Highlighter for face and eyes. This is in Champagne Dream Bellini Flashes Bellini. So that's what it looks like. It's actually a smaller compact than the average Becca pan, and it's the same price as an average Becca pan. So, definitely, you know, they cheaped you out on the price, but when you apply this to your face, I did a big ass swatch there. It shifts. I'm going to show you guys now. So, it shifts. I don't know if you guys can tell. It does like a shift. Maybe you can't really tell in person, but, maybe you can't tell on the camera, but in person, it's like a shift of peach-ish pink. And it's just so, so beautiful. You guys have to swatch it in person in order to kind of understand what I'm talking about. But, like, legitimately in person, it looks beautiful. It shifts this peachy pink. Oh, just gorgeous. And, like, even if you, like, rub it out, it still has this beautiful shift to it. Oh, it's just beautiful. You can't tell on camera. The camera is not doing it justice, but if you can swatch this in store, you'll see what I mean. Like, there's different shades that this comes in, but this one is the one that kind of shifts with a peachy pink, and it's just so pretty. That's a good one for, I would say, daytime, because it's not harsh. It's not very harsh in the sense, like, I'm wearing the Nicole Guerrero Anastasia highlighting, and it's very, very, very strong. Very, very strong. That's something I would use for nighttime. But this one is a great one for day, because it just blends so nicely into the skin, and it makes you look like you have this glow from within. So I like this for a daytime highlight. Now, the nighttime highlight I was using is by Estee Lauder. This is the Bronze Goddess in Heat Wave. You guys, I know it was limited edition, but what can I tell you? When I got my hands on this, I was sold. So Heat Wave is just a beautiful gold, And with my skin tone, gold looks absolutely fabulous on me. So I have been rocking this as well at nighttime more so, just to amp up my highlighting look. The funny thing is that when I do have a lot of events to attend, I like to change up my look, or try to change up my look every time, especially if it's like with the same, group of people, just because, kind of the makeup look kind of gets a little boring after a while if you just continue to use the same thing over and over and over again. So I did do a lot of different looks with this, the same products I brought with me, and it was just really refreshing for me because I'm not, I'm not used to having so many special events in such a close range. And it was great for me to, challenge myself and test myself on a makeup level to see what I could come up with in using same products but trying out different looks. So that was most of the beauty and makeup. Now I have one skincare product, and sorry you guys, my legs are crossed and they hurt. So the only skincare product I'm showing you for the month of June, because I've done a mask every day for the month of June. I've tried out sheet masks. I've done my, other masks that I have in tubes. They are, they do the job. They're all great. There's some you'll see in my empties that I love, and you'll get to see those then. But the one that I actually really truly enjoyed and was a little different for my average masking was the Sephora Bubble Mask for detoxifying and oxygenating. This is with white tea. It's dermatologically tested. You get 1.35 fluid ounces for $24 Canadian. Comes in a beautiful pump. I have a review on this. I really do like this mask for when I don't feel like using a clay-based mask, but I still want to detoxify my skin. So this is a great alternative to that, and it's more on the affordable side. There's tons of companies out there that have bubble masks. Clinique came out with one. I'm pretty sure that one is in the $40 range. I think another company came out with one. I can't remember who it was, but Sephora is a more budget-friendly choice. Elf also has one as well, but I think that's like $10, the bubble mask from Elf. The only thing is, though, I can't get my hands on it here in Canada, and I just don't want to spend the shipping rate that Elf is offering on their website to ship it to Canada. So I just went and I went to Sephora and picked up the Sephora one, and, it does the same thing. So I love it. It's so funny how technology just kind of, knocks it out of the park when it comes to innovative products. This is, I would say, is an innovative product. I definitely think that it does detoxify. I feel my skin is way more, not really hydrated, but way more glowy, way more cleared. You feel a tickle when you use this, but that tickle kind of makes you feel like all that junk and dirt and oil in your skin is just being drawn out and, trapped in the gel mask formula that this is. And once you rinse your face does look like it's more rejuvenated. So I really do like that for this particular reason. The United States should have this as well in Sephora. It's probably a little bit cheaper than here in Canada, which, better for you guys. But I really do like this. It is a thumbs up in my book. It's a great fun way if you kind of want to spruce up your skincare routine. You kind of want something a little more fun to play with. This is a great one to try out. So thumbs up there. So that was it, you guys. That was my June favorites. July is around the corner. We are heading into July, summer months in Canada. I will be taking a week in July off, and I don't know if I will be filming or if I'm going to put up pre-filmed videos that week, but I really do need a little bit of a break in just everything, in life and work. I just need to kind of zen out a little bit. So we'll see if I pre-film. I may pre-film and post videos pre-filmed. That way you guys still have content to look at and to watch. But I haven't really decided yet. We'll see how my cold kind of plays out, just because I'm super exhausted and it takes a lot of effort to film and edit and, do all that stuff while you're not feeling good. So funny enough is that I never got sick with a cold pretty much all winter long. The last time I got sick was last September, and now it's June, and I got sick in June, so I'm like, ugh, why? Summer colds just suck. But anyways, if you guys have you know, any recommendations on other products that you want me to try out, please let me know down below. I have a ton of products coming at you in the next month. I have made a couple of purchases in regards to the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. I did bite the bullet and pick that up just because I really do love Jaclyn, so I want to really see, you know, what she can do. There's a couple of other items I picked up for review, so you'll get a ton of reviews in July and in August. So with that said, I hope you guys love this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone. Mwah.